I found the perfect cheat code. Social distance, shawty, don't get close to people. Had a lot of problems, but I couldn't keep them.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I apologize for not posting for the past few weeks. It's because I have not been feeling the greatest, but here I am. You know, let's move on. Basically, what I'm gonna be doing for today's video is I posted this video on a few platforms so that you guys can ask me questions, anything related to architecture, but at the same time I'm gonna be eating. I have a reasonable explanation. Okay, I filmed an intro but it was too soft, so here I am redoing it. I hope there was a good excuse. I hope that this video helps you guys in terms of like if you guys are going to join architecture, or you know, it's mostly gonna help someone who's going to join architecture. Well, I hope. If you guys have more questions, you guys can always just link it in the comment section below. And come on, join for a little mukbang. I don't know, is this considered mukbang? I think so, right? You're eating, you're talking. Yeah, I'm gonna call this my own mukbang. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys want to. Well, I'm doing this like an outro, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Not back. I kind of ate one slice while waiting for the azan to end, so yes. Okay, so let's get going. First question: what do I do for a living? I'm just a student. I'm entering my final year of diploma in architecture, so I've had like 5 years of experience, basically 2 years foundation and 3 years diploma. Me and my friend have been planning to do this online tutoring business in Singapore and Malaysia, but it's going to be like via video call and like Zoom and like those kind of things. So I don't know if people want to, you know, because like school, you're already doing it online and then you're gonna be doing online tuition as well. So like, I don't know, is that a good thing? I can't tell. It's cheese. Next question: what would you describe architecture as? That's a very big question. I don't know, because like architecture, you're not just like focusing on one particular thing. You're like learning basically every single thing that's happening in the building. You do engineering and like so on and so forth, like in school. But at least that's what I do in my school. I don't know, what do I describe architecture as? Because there's so many, you know, like there's the types and like styles and methods to do stuff. Okay, if I can get a word to describe architecture, it would be sophisticated. So I guess like that's the perfect way to describe. Also, if along the way you see pig's eye in my teeth, please ignore that. Next, oh wait, no, there's a second part of the question. What made you choose architecture as a field? I would say like everyone would have the same answer for this. Like if you ask someone like in the architecture field, like, hey, what made you interested in architecture? And they were to answer this is probably what I would answer. Which is basically, I'm interested in how buildings are made. Well, not made, like built up. And like, I want to be able to design freely, like design particular buildings according to my style. And like, oh wait, okay, the reason why I want to join architectural field is because like with my knowledge that I have in architecture and like with work experience in the future, that I want to be able to use this particular skill of mine and make it into like a way to give back or to help the community. So like I want to be able to open up a business, and from that I can basically do whatever I want because it's my business. So I want to be able to help like countries that are not as developed as, let's just say like Singapore or Malaysia or the US or like the UK. You know what I mean? In secondary school, basically like in Singapore, when you have overseas learning journeys, most of them will send you to Chiang Mai, help them build schools, and basically I think mostly schools, I think. Give back to the world, you know, it doesn't hurt. So I want to be able to help them build houses or schools or hospitals at like a cheaper price that they can afford, but at the same time use quality materials. What is architecture? Oh. Is this similar to the previous question? Okay, for me, what architecture is not just a facade, it's about the function of the building and space you can do with the building. A lot of people might think like that's an interior job, but no, like architects do the same thing. No, I feel like it's based on what you think it is. If I were to search on Google, what is architecture? It says, the arts or practice of designing and constructing buildings. True. Or the complex, oh shoot, I just missed it. Oh, the complex or carefully designed structure of something. Yes. The style in which a building is designed, constructed, especially with regard to a specific period, place, or culture. Yes. Excuse me. That I feel like if you're gonna have to build something, you have to try and cooperate it with the surroundings. So like if I want to build, let's just say like a building in front of my house, right? Like a museum. I'm not gonna be doing like a Gothic style or like a European or like a Renaissance architectural style building. It is gonna be like something similar to like what the surrounding buildings is. So like this building is more to the modern things, so like you have kampungs and like all those kind of things. So maybe the museum into like a mid-century model, and also like for example culture. So like Malaysia, you incorporate the cultures you have in Malaysia into that particular building design. If you want to make it, if you want it to have its significance. I can't speak today. Next question. Your proudest project. I don't think I have one. Do I have one? Okay, no, I wouldn't say like proudest project, but I would say like projects that I like. The one that I did, not really, because we all have like the same topic to do, like commercial, industrial. No, we don't do industrial. Commercial, residential, then you design it yourself. You know, I can't choose, so I think I'll put like the top 3. Wait, let me put top 3 here. This question. Things you need as an architectural student. Oh, okay. I don't know if you mean like when you just want to join or like when you're in architecture, but basically what we are told to do is to have a few kind of different pens, different size tips, so like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, those kind of things, and also the same thing but pencils. So like HB, H, 2H, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B. For me, on my first year of architecture, what we did was we have a lot of drawings and like sketches kind of class. So like those particular things were very helpful. And on that, so while having like different pens and pencils, it helps you like do like shading of tall buildings, or you get the different thickness of buildings. No, thickness lines, different line thickness of the building, railings, and behind you have like the windows. So like for example, like mine, you have the windows, and then at the same time you have railings there. What you can do is maybe use a thicker line type, like a pen type, for like your window frames, and then the railings, for example, you use 0.1, and then the windows you use like 0.3. It's easier to see and like easier to differentiate. For pencils, use like different pencil types. It's very good for like shading. I think I could show you like some of the assignments that I did using like pencil shadings and like pencil types. So like we did like shadings, trees. I'll just try to put as many as I can and see, because I kind of forgot what I did in my first year. Just when as time goes by. Oh wait, you also need a lot of sketchbooks. That's for sure. Scale ruler is very important as well, because then it helps you like draw plans or draw, for example, like entourage, and then like cars or anything according to scale, to the size of your building. So that's very important. We were told to get the blue one. So that's when you're entering, and then when you start, basically I think the schools will tell you, but you will need softwares. So like for now, all the softwares that I use are AutoCAD, Revit, Photoshop, SketchUp, 3D Max, ArchiCAD. What else did I use? I think so far that's all. Yeah, but okay, so why I was shocked is because I just realized this thing was connected to this and not the other phone. I just hope it's not too noisy for you guys, because I don't really have anywhere else to film apart from my room. So no, I wanted to film in a car. I can look like car videos, and I'll do it in the car park, but I'm scared because if I have to drive out and go to the car park next to our building, it's empty. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my life. Next question. Wait, did I finish that question? Oh no, I did not finish that question. Okay. Yeah, basically now Autodesk, they changed their policy rules. They made it tighter. So basically what you can do is no, I don't think you can do anything unless there's a way to do it illegally. No, don't learn from me. If you download it, if you want to try to download it, they will ask for like your school confirmation of registration. So you can't like just download it anymore as like a student. They will ask you for proof. I think a lot of people have taken advantage of it. I don't know. Next question. How long have you been studying architecture? 5 years. Going to be 5 years. Next. What do you want to be in the future? Okay, so if you guys don't know, if you learn architecture or you take architecture, there's several paths that you can go to. Like for example, you can be an interior designer, you can be, I think you might be able to join like engineering courses or like construction area, like those probably in the workforce. I'm not quite sure. If you want to stay in the architecture route, you can become a drafter, and you can become a QP, which is a qualified person, and you can also be a certified architect. So for me, what I want to be is I want to try and aim to be a certified architect. I want to do that because I think I have to have that in order to open up my company in the future, the one I talked about. So yeah. Next question. Do you guys only do designing? No, we do not. That's what I thought at first when I joined architecture, and then when I came in, I totally regretted my decision because there's too many things to do.
Did you guys get that?
No, it's not the only thing we do. Like in terms of like studying for my school, the thing is I don't know if all schools are the same, so I can't really speak for everyone. But according to my school and like my experience being in this field so far, we learn about designing, we do construction, we do engineering, we learn about M&E, which is like mechanical engineering, like air cons, pipes. We also learn about materials, so like different types of woods, different types of metals, different types of basically anything. So it's not only stuck on like designing of like the facade, which is the exterior of the building, but we also very much focus on the interior as well. Oh, we also learn about like FSSD, which is like fire safety as well. So we have to make sure like the building and like the fire extinguisher is not too far. We gotta ensure if we include enough fire safety things in the building, so like fire exit routes, like we have to have that, and like we have to take precautions of like from your house to like the exit of the building, like is it too far, like is it too near, because there are regulations on every single thing. So that's why I want you, if you want to join. Thing is, like if you're in Singapore, I think everywhere in the world would be the same. I'm not quite sure again. In Singapore, basically, there are regulations are revised every 4 years. Everything might change, everything can change. So that's the only annoying part. Okay, next question. Favorite architectural style and architect? If you guys want to follow my TikTok, plug. I like industrial architecture a lot. I love everyone, but like industrial is just something different. People might say like, oh, it's so bland, like it's so boring, just different than like an abandoned building or something. If you want to build your own house or your own building, and if you want to do like a certain style like industrial, you can always spice it up, add a little spice, and then like you're good to go. And architect, I've got a lot, but I'm a fan of all those very underrated architects. Oh, come on, underrated architects need their fame too. If you ask a lot of people, they're gonna be saying like Zaha Hadid, Frank Gehry. I know, I kinda like Frank Gehry though. But I like Amar Kamash or Santiago Calatrava. He's great too. Next question. Do you enjoy architecture? Do I? Do I? Do I do? I'm just kidding, I do. I like architecture. But like there are days where you feel like you just want to drop out and not associate with architecture, which course is not stressful. There are days where you want to drop out every day, but you know, you gotta stay strong. There's my uncles, they will be saying like, you know, a lot of people drop out from architecture. Yeah, they always say that, which I feel like it's true, because like on my first year of foundation, close to 5 people dropped out. So at the TikTok song, I'm a big gangster. Okay, next question. Oh, it's the last question. Okay, what preparation should you do? I guess in terms of like, I'm just gonna say in terms of joining and also workforce. In terms of interview, what preparation should you do? for me, I did obviously a portfolio. Your portfolio is very important, and in that portfolio I basically did a lot of drawings, 2 perspective drawings, 3 perspective drawings, 4 perspective. You can go on YouTube, that's actually a lot. I learned from, go to Circle Line Art School. They have all these amazing drawing tutorials. So that's where I learned like most of my art from. Like I go there and like try to build up my portfolio using the tutorials, or like 2 perspective, 3 perspective, and then from there, when I'm comfortable with myself, I start doing my own designs on buildings and put it in my portfolios. And in terms of like portfolios for like the school I'm at now, I use my drawings from first year of foundation. So like human scale drawing, no, not human scale drawings. You know when you go out to buy stuff, like art stuff, there's this like figurine that's like wood, the one where you can bend like all the joints. You know that one? I did that drawing. And also trees. Try doing trees. Try drawing shop houses. It's like when you're comfortable with it and you feel like you are getting the hang of the details and like those kind of stuff. Like try your best to impress them. That's what I can say. Like try your best to impress them. Next one. What did I say? For architecture stuff, right? It's so good. In terms of architecture itself, I guess like when you want to go into the workforce, some preparations you can do is, for example, like if you have internships, basically before that, try your best to revise yourself again and like familiarize yourself with every single software that you have. Try to do different projects, or like redo your old projects that you used to receive from school, like calculate the area of the space on AutoCAD and like calculate the GFA of the buildings and like those kind of things. That will really help you a lot. And I went to internships during foundation. I was lost. Try to build yourself to work standard. Because like in the workforce, if someone wants to say like a deadline is in 2 days, you want to complete it like on the day itself when they give it to you, or like 1 day after. Like you don't want to give it directly on the deadline itself. Like that's just if they come back to you with mistakes, you still get to alter it. Oh, okay, that's all I have. How many questions here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12 questions. I feel like that should be enough, right? Will that be enough? I could always Google for more, but I talk a lot, so it's gonna rain. It's like 5 o'clock right now. Ooh. Letting go. I hope that this helps you guys, and this actually give you guys a little insight on what architecture is if you guys are interested in joining. But if you guys want to join, please do join. I hope that none of this actually scares you, because architecture is tough, but at the end of the day, if you really want it, push yourself to it and go for it. So if you guys are joining architecture, good luck. You need it. Save the tears. On me motivating you guys and inspiring you again. So I'll see you guys next week. Stay safe, take care, and peace out. Adios.
Don't forget, before you die, you gotta live like you were made for this. It's so wild what out there, you got